Let's go through and look at some of the ways that you can maintain project forecasts. During this demonstration, we'll be maintaining project forecasts, and basically the high-level note is we'll just review the different ways to maintain your forecast. And what this comes down to is the ability to copy forecasts to the actual general ledger budget register entry functionality, delete forecast, transfer forecasts from quotes, and transfer from the work breakdown structure. Let's take a look at some of the ways that we can maintain project forecasts. So we're on the same project that we were working with when we created some forecasts in our last lesson. And basically what we're going to be focusing on here is the maintain forecast section. So you can see that there's 5 different options here, and I'm going to knock out 2 right away, the transfer from quote and transfer from work breakdown structure. So basically if you have a project quote and it has lines on it and they have been confirmed, you have the option directly from the project here to transfer from quotation. So what you'll see is all the different lines that have been confirmed off your quotes, and ultimately all you do is select which ones you want to bring over as forecast to your project, hit OK, and well, before you hit OK, select what model you want them to be associated with, and then they'll just come over as forecasts. From the work breakdown structure, you can estimate values as well, and you have the ability to transfer from the work breakdown structure. So I just threw a quick one note on my project here called task 1, and then I estimated the cost and revenue. As soon as you have those estimates available, you can transfer them as forecast just by using the option transfer from work breakdown structure on your project. Same functionality as the quote. It shows you your lines that you have been estimated, and yeah. So ultimately the process flow is that you can build your work breakdown structure, you can transfer all your estimates over as forecasts, and then when you even get to the budgeting module, you can import forecasts or work breakdown structure estimates as your budget too. So all right, just wanted to show you that you can basically import from other areas, import your forecast from quotes or the work breakdown structure. So then we have the copy forecasts functionality, and this is usually when I know earlier we talked about creating a original budget, reducing budget, and a total budget. And if you want to keep your total budget, which would be basically your budget plus the revisions, and ultimately it's the budget that you're going to be changing, you can just copy your original budget. So let's look at, let's just look at the hours forecast that we had here. So we have all these hours forecasted, and it's the O forecast, our original forecast, but we want to have a total and a reducing forecast, so we're going to copy. So we'll go copy forecast, and we'll copy our hours, and then, well, I'll copy them all. I think I only have hours, expenses, and items, and I'm going to leave the date range open because I just want to grab all the transactions, and I'm going to say from our original forecast model to our total forecast model. And I can hit OK. When I do this, it's just creating a copy. So if I go to my hours forecast, I can see now I have, here's my original forecast and here's my total forecast. And then what you could do is all your revisions then, okay, there's change order put in, and we have 1,500 hours here. So now you know your starting point, which was 1,000, and you have your total budget, which is now sitting at 1,500. And if you want to bring over your reducing or remaining budget, whatever you want to call it, you can copy your forecast again, and I'll just create this. Same thing, but this time I want to copy my total forecast, and I want it to go into a remaining forecast model. So I'm just going to copy them again. So now I have the 3 forecasts that the system's looking for when it comes to reporting off of. It's got the total, the remaining, and the and the original. So if I go look at my hours forecasts, we got them. So now this remaining forecast or reducing forecast, anytime I post actuals, the quantity here will start reducing down, but it's still editable. All right, so the next thing that you can do as well, and we looked at this in the budgeting lessons, is copy forecast ledger. So I'm not going to go through the whole spiel on what this all does. You can watch the budgeting lessons to find out information on this. But basically you can use this option. You can select which posting types you want to bring over, the P&L posting types, your WIP posting types, or the payroll allocation posting type. Select the date range, define what model you're looking at. So in our case, we could send over our original forecast, and then you pick what general ledger budget model you want to send them to. So we could say 2017, and then basically all you do is hit OK. And then in your general ledger module, you're going to have budget register entries entered based on the forecast that you selected. All right, and then finally you can delete forecasts. If you screwed up an entire forecast model, you could remove the whole model if you wanted to, or you can do from a specific date range, but basically you toggle the transactions that you want to get rid of, say the date and then the forecast model. I'll just get rid of my remaining and hit OK. And it's been locked for changes. Oh, I picked the wrong one. I want remaining forecasts. There we go. That's what happens when you try and delete a budget-enabled forecast model. It won't let you do it. But now we deleted one of our forecast models that's not used for budgeting. If we go to hours forecast, we shouldn't see our reducing our remaining budget. While I got a couple minutes here, I will take a look at a couple other bells and whistles that we have. So on your item forecast, there's some cool functionality called bulk update. It's basically the edit functionality that exists, so you can bulk update all your different lines. So you could say, yep, I want to increase, well, first of all, you have the option to copy, update, or delete. So we're going to update, which is the added functionality here. And what we're going to do is we're going to update the quantity to a factor of 2, so twice as much as we normally wanted. So I'm updating all of them. So we can hit OK and watch the quantities here. So this is just a mechanism to edit. So you can see these two were at 5, they got bumped up to 10. This is at 500, got bumped up to 1,000. So if you want to bulk update your item forecast, you can using the bulk update routine. From let's just go to the hours forecast. There's edit functionality, so it doesn't say bulk update, it says edit. You can hit edit, and then here comes your form, and it looks pretty similar, right? So you can edit things that you want. If you want to update the quantity, whatever you want to do, you can come in here. Again, you can copy, update, or delete, but where I've normally seen this used is the update. So you can update using the criteria here and then hitting OK. All right, so that's some of the ways that you can maintain using automation. Are the routines that AX provides you. Other than that, you can maintain by manual entry. Like I said, these things are, all your lines are editable all the time unless your forecast model, so if we jump into the forecast model, is stopped. So you can flip it to stopped, and then you won't be able to edit any further. But that shuts it down for all projects because forecast models span throughout many projects, not just one. So you have to be careful when you do that. All right, that's what I had to show you.